So I got requests for martini variations, but I figure we should do the martini. Shout out to Greg Martini. He, of course, requested the martini. Very on brand, Greg. But we're going to make some martinis before I can get into the variations. So I'm going to make two, which I kind of consider two different drinks. We're going to make a classic or a dry martini, and then we're going to make a dirty martini. So let's get into it. I'm going to use gin. You're more than welcome to use vodka. It's totally okay. But if you're ordering at a bar, just for clarity's sake, I would always just say a gin martini or a vodka martini because it's so, confused. Gin was original, vodka's now more popular, whatever. Okay, I'm going to do like 2.5 ounces of gin in each drink. So, my regular pour is dirty. It's a little cold in the basement. Director Reens is completely bundled up. You should see her. We usually run the heater, but you can hear it on camera and we can't have that. Okay, getting all my gin in there. I'm using Liberator gin from Valentine Distilling in Ferndale. It's good stuff. What kind of gin or vodka you're using in your martini really matters because it's it's straight booze. So you don't want to use cheap stuff here. Okay, we've got our gin. Now we're going to use some vermouth. I'm going to use just a 1/2 ounce of vermouth. A couple of quick notes on vermouth. There's two types of vermouth. There is dry, which we're using here, and then sweet. Oh, that's too much. And then I'll put the rest of it over here. There's dry and there's sweet, okay? So sweet is like what you'd use in a Manhattan, and dry is what you use here. They're not interchangeable. Very different. The other thing is vermouth goes bad. Once you open it, it goes in the fridge, and you got about a month to use it. You can't just store it and use it forever. It's like a wine. It goes bad. Okay, here's where we're going to differentiate on our drinks a little bit. For my dry martini, I'm going to use some orange bitters. It's going to be a very citrusy drink, if I can open it up. So I'm going to do 2 dashes of orange bitters. Okay. Also, not also, but over here on the dirty martini, I'm going to do like a 1/2 ounce, maybe 3/4 of an ounce of the olive brine. A regular dirty martini might be like 1/4 to 1/2, but I like my dirty martinis kind of filthy, I really want the olive taste. Whoa, God. Whoa. Whoa. Shaky McAnderson makes an appearance. Okay, both of these are ready to stir. As usual, I forgot ice. So let me get my ice.
Oh my God.
Oh, let me get my ice and my glasses. All right, that took a while. Sorry, I'm back. Okay, so first thing, I've got my glasses have been in the freezer. The martini needs to be ice cold. Like a warm martini's, it's not for anybody. So we want them absolutely freezing. So chilling your glass beforehand is a great way to make sure it's cold and it stays cold. And then you're also going to see I put a ton of ice in here because I want to get them really, really cold. Big splash, martini all over my hands.
When did you get those glasses?
These?
Yeah.
I got these at the dollar store.
Oh.
Isn't that nice? And they're like really sturdy. All right, so here's my, just kind of got to work it around a little bit till the ice cooperates. So kind of like the old fashioned, the martini is, it's all about your personal preference. Lauren Rossi, or Yates, excuse me, whoever you are these days, she requested I do a 50-50 martini, which would have been equal parts gin and equal parts vermouth. I can't remember what, equal parts of each. But where like otherwise, you could do, they say like a Churchill martini was, he just stirred the gin and then would bow in the direction of France. Wouldn't even add the vermouth. So you could use some vermouth, you could use a ton, you can use none. It's totally up to you. Okay, so there is the dry martini. Wow, really shaking today. Good grief. Okay, and then the dirty martini. So same thing, really want to stir it. This one's going to get colder faster because it's in the tin. But, oh man, if I could stir. Good grief, we're having a rough day today, Reens. There we go, I can really smell the olive juice now. It's really coming up. Okay, let's get that down. Let's go ahead and strain this one in. All right, dirty martini. Some garnishes. My hands are going crazy right now. Okay. So for this one, I'm just gonna, the Dirty Martini, just gonna throw a couple olives in there. Come here, little buddy. A couple little swimmers. And then for the other one, I'm gonna do a peel of a lemon. And I'm just gonna kind of spray it. Just get the oils kind of on top. We'll do our little rim trick and let it swim. Okay, we'll do a quick taste so we know what's up. So first we'll do the classic Dry Martini. This is just so citrusy. Very smooth, clean, but just like nothing but citrus. A little bit of that like juniper taste from the gin. Vodka Martini is gonna just be the very, very citrusy. If you make it my way. Karina, you're welcome to try it, but there's no way she's going to. The Dirty Martini. This, I really just like Dirty Martinis, like if we're like snacking, you know, we've got little olives and salamis and all that good stuff. What's the board called, Karina?
Charcuterie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just super salty. It's like really, I mean, it's just like alcoholic olive juice is basically what we've got here. So that's it. Those are your martinis. Like the old fashioned, like so many other drinks, you can totally play with, you know, whatever you want. You can get different brands of vermouth, however you like it. So, thanks everybody. More videos next Thursday.